Aim for the stars.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
You might
Shoot for the
shoot for the moon. You might suck in a cloud. I don't know. I think that's it, right?
Shoot up the moon.
You might suck in a cloud.
Yeah.
Aim for the stars. You might hit a seagull. It's that, right?
You might end up on the moon like the Americans. No?
No, they never went.
Did they not? First, on the Omid Kojo show, it was all a hoax. The moon landing was a hoax.
Alright.
Okay, right.
Commandments done. Next topic.
Next thing.
Next topic.
So the next topic I want to talk about is which way should you spin?
Oh, that's a big one.
I think it is a big one because for me, I fucked it my first few years. I think it was maybe my first year. I started doing fulls and B twists and wrap fulls to my right, and I could double full to my right, but I did gainer to my left. And then when I learned cork, I had to do it to my left, and it ruined me. I couldn't do combos. And then I'd learned cheat 9 on my left, and I was like, what the fuck is all this? I can't do cheat 9 through to cart full. That's like the only combo that I could do. How am I going to do cheat 9 through to cork without just doing a cheat 9 and then running off into a J-step cork?
I don't know, it's an interesting one. It's something that everyone has to kind of figure out. So rather than talking about like, you should twist to the left or you should twist to the right, I think we have to work out which way should you twist in relation to your strengths and weaknesses. So, for example, which way do you naturally do a cartwheel? Which way feels, like for most people, one way is gonna feel way easier. And which way do you do a front flip? Well, like a Webster. Which leg do you kick back? Because a lot of the best trickers, a lot of the trickers who get really good at Gumbies and touchdown raise and all of that stuff, they do a Webster kicking the same leg back that they kick for a raise. Which I don't. Yeah. And I found raise and touchdown raise and upside swipe really hard. Yeah. Whereas Omid did, and he found that stuff easier. But I found B-twist stuff easier and aerial stuff because I kicked that leg back.
And I could no longer do round off tricks really, because I do round off the opposite way to the way I twist now.
I mean, so does Michael Guthrie, Lil B, Alex Hunter.
Yeah, I can, but it's harder to like relearn it again. Lil B.
Shout out to Lil B.
Stop that! No. We're not shouting him out. No, we're not fucking shouting him out. Stop it.
Lil B.
I don't hear it. You're gonna get me.
Hashtag free Lil B. He had some tough times. He made his mistakes.
No, man. No, stop it. Endorsing Lil B on our show. This is half my show. He did. One half of the show doesn't endorse.
He did do double full punch double back.
I don't care.
A while ago.
He also
as well.
He's in prison for diddling.
He is in prison for diddling. He did diddle. He might have only diddled once though.
I can't.
Alright. Keep Lil B locked up. Alright. Let's not free Lil B. Not yet. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Let him do his time, you know?
Oh.
Alright.
Oh, that killed me.
Alright, next one. What
we saying?
We're saying which way you twist. Okay. I think especially if you can only do a full.
I need some more wine.
Go get a bit of red, you dirty bastard. I think if you can only do a full, then it's worth learning to twist the other way if like you J-step that way and B-twist that way maybe. Especially if you J-step that way. You know, like naturally you'll do a gainer swinging your right leg but you twist the other way. Well, if you can only do a full on the other side, it's probably worth moving over to the cork side. This is a really tough one because you really have to judge it off what you can already do. I'd say the most important things, like if you can naturally, I think B-twist is a lot easier to learn on the other side than cork. For
I think so too, yeah. And that's speaking from personal experience because I can do B-twist on both sides. And the reason I decided to change more tricks over to the other side, because I could only cork on my left and gainer, that was it. And then because I could do so many other tricks on my right, part of me was thinking, well, I'd have to learn more new tricks on this side.
Yeah.
But I think the amount of time it would have taken me to relearn cork on the other side is so much greater than the amount of time it would have taken to learn just full and B-twist and stuff like that.
So if you're watching this and you're wondering which way to twist, first thing to note is you don't have to be married to a twisting direction, especially if you're early on. Maybe you can even do double full. Omid could do double full, and he changed the way he twisted. And I've seen other people do the same thing. So don't think it's too late. It will feel horrible at first. It'll feel like the most unnatural thing. But if you do stick at it, then it will happen, and that will become natural. And a few years later, you won't even think about it.
Well, it's actually easier to learn it again because you've already gone through the process of learning it, and the fear might not be there. It's a little bit disorientating, but it's not the same as when you're doing your first full ever.
Yeah.
So I'd recommend just picking the side that you think is going to be hardest to relearn tricks wise. So
yeah. So kind of base it off your gainer. If you've never done any twisting, and then I twist. Let's say you kick your left leg back for a Webster. I'd twist to the left because it's just gonna be useful in the future for gumbies and all of that shit. That's really hard to do if you don't turn that way.
Wait, what? Oh, twist. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think that's a good shout. Do you think there's a corresponding, like, do you think there's a type of tricker that tricks to the right and a type of tricker that tricks to the left?
No.
You don't think it dictates? Well, not
What
dictates.
tricks you do? What?
Do you think it means that, I don't know, because if you think about all the lefty trickers, all the trickers that trick dark side, they're all really cool. The things that they do are really cool, and it might just be happy accident.
I think it's more you're remembering them.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
I think there's fewer of them, so you remember them. You think,
True.
oh, who are the dark side trickers? Because the thing is, when you think which trickers trick to that side, the
ones that
lefty, they twist to the right.
Yeah, no.
When you think which trickers twist to the right, you think of like the best ones. Whereas if you think which trickers trick to the left, you think of all of them. So you think of the bad ones as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of why.
Well, I mean, I was playing devil's advocate. I was asking the question.
Did someone ask it?
No.
Oh, you came up with that yourself?
I came up with that question.
10 years of training.
Me.
You came up with that?
Came up with it. Bloody genius, I am.
Lock you up as well.
Fuck off.